Hi friends, today we are going to discuss about the types of inheritance. And last session we have discussed about the definition of the inheritance. Now let's see what are the types of inheritance we have. We have four types of inheritance. One is single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance. In single level inheritance, class B extends to class A. It's like a class B extends to class A means it parent and child relationship. Like a if one parent and one class we can call one child we can call it as a single level inheritance. If one parent if having one parent class and one child class we can call it as a single level inheritance. And multi-level inheritance means class C extends a class B and class B extends a class A and class A extends object. Means C extends class B, it's like a C act as a grandfather, B act as a father, and C act as a child. So we can call it as a multi-level. Multi-level means one by one. One by one, it will extend the properties from grandfather to child, grandfather, father, child. So next one is multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means if one child class having more than one parent class, we can call it as a multiple inheritance. If one child class having more than one parent class, we can call it as a multiple inheritance. So Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. It will give confusion for the Java. So Java doesn't support the multiple inheritance. Next one is hierarchical inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance means if one parent having multiple childs, we can call it as a hierarchical inheritance. If one parent class having multiple childs, we can call it as a hierarchical inheritance. Now let's see if our class doesn't have any parent, then java.lang.object will become parent directly. Means if any class doesn't have any parent class, then java.lang.object will become parent directly. If and next one is if any class having parent, then java.lang.object will become parent indirectly. If any class having the parent, java.lang.object will become parent directly. If any class having the parent class, then java.lang.object will become parent indirectly. We already discussed about the inheritance concepts and types of concepts. So we can see how to print that practically in Eclipse. So I already have created the test one for the main method, and I have taken the two classes. One is the parent class, and the other one is child class. So here I'm giving methods. One is M1 method. So here I'm giving M1 method here. Sys out, sys out. So this is parent M1 method, parent M1 method, and this is void M2. Here I'm giving sys out. This is this is child M2 method. So if I want to call these methods, so what should we do? So if I want to call the method, so we have to create the object. So we already discussed about how to call the methods, how to create the object. So I am creating here class child class cc equal to no child class child class child class. So 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 if you want, so how can you identify this is a inheritance and this is not inheritance? How can we identify this? So how to become parent and child relationship? So when we use that extends keyword, so it will become like a inheritance method, inheritance concept. So when we use that extends, then it will become like a inheritance. It will, so when we use the extends keyword, it will call the parent properties. So whatever the properties are there, whatever the methods are there in that parent class, so it will access that parent class from the child. It will access the parent. It will access the all the methods from parent class with help of the inheritance. So now let's see cc dot I'm giving here m1 and one more thing cc dot m2. Now let's say if I print this, if I print this, it will print this is the parent m1 method and this is the child m2 method. This is the parent m1 method and this is the child m2 method. And one more thing, so if I want to change here object, I want to print, I want to give parent parent class, parent class, parent class. So now we are getting error here. cc dot m2. Why it is getting error? So parent class won't access the child properties, but the child class can access the parent methods. Parent class parent class won't access the child method, but child class child class can access the parent methods. So that is the reasons we are getting the cc dot m2 method error. Uh, and one more thing. So here I'm mentioning wide wide m2 wide m2 method. Sys out. This is this is parent m2 method. This is parent m2 method, and here I'm giving. So this is I'm giving here. So so in parent class also we have the same methods, and in child class also we have the same methods. So if we print if we want if we call these methods, it will print which method it will print parent class or child class methods. So if you run this now, let's see which one it will print. So here giving child m1 method and child m2 method on. Why it is not printing parent method? Why it is not printing parent method? So if you give the reference first, so which one we are giving? So we have given right child class here object. So object class is the we are given object is a child class. So reference it will hold the child class only. First it will check the current class. It will check the current class methods. So if it is there m1 and m2 methods in the current class, it will print that in that methods. So if it is not there m1 and m2 method, it will check it in the parent class. If it is available m1 and m2 method in parent class, it will print. If it is not available in parent and child class, it will check in the object class. It will check in the object class. So by default object class it will act as a parent class. By default, it will act as a object as a parent class. So here I'm giving this is the object. It is act like a default parent class. Default parent class. So if you see here, so we have not given any hash code method in child class and parent class. Still, it is not getting error. It is not getting error. What is that reason? Why it is calling that method? Why? Because so first we already discussed that the reference variable it check in the current class. So if it is that method is not available in the child class, it will check in the parent class. If that method is available in the parent class, it will print it. If it is not available in the parent class, it will check in the object class. So these hash code method is available in the object class. So that is the reasons we are getting right. We are not getting any error. So what is that return type of the hash code method is integer. So here I'm giving integer hash code equal to cc dot hash code, and here I'm printing it. This out this out. This is this is hash code. This is hash code method. Okay. Oh, we got it right. So if if there is any so object class is act as a default parent class. So that is the reason. So this hash code method is available in the object class. So we are getting that method in object class. And one more thing. So but here we have the parent class. We have the M1 method and M2 method, and child class also we have the same M1 method and M2 method. But I want to print. I want to print parent class methods. I don't to I want to print parent class method. So here we have given right a child class as a object. It will print the child class only. It will not print the parent class method. But I want to print parent class method. What should I do? So if we want to call the parent methods, if we want to call the methods, we have to use super keyword. Dot super dot m2 method. So if you give, it will print parent m2 method. So now let's see. It will print the parent m2 method. So we got it right. This is a child m1 method. This is a m2 method. And this is parent m2 method. We got it. Okay.